Yes. Welcome to another episode of the Ashish and Friends podcast. I'm your host, Ashish, and these are my longtime friends and co-hosts, Dev, Ryan, and Shahan. You can reach Dev at Twitter and Instagram, me as well, and Shahan. Dev's at Supaleza, Shahan's at Shahan J. Raja, and I'm at Ashish Airy. Um, you can also keep up with the fun, everything that's going on with us at ashishandfriends.com. You can follow us at Instagram, Ashish and Friends, or on Twitter, Ashish and Pals. So today we actually have another draft segment. Today's topic we're going to be discussing. Okay, people listening in the year 3000, we're going through a quarantine period right now in 2020. Look it up. It's a big deal. It's pretty crazy. So we're discussing what would be the greatest items at the grocery store for food. What would you want to choose at the grocery store for food during this period? What are the best things to eat? So I'm about to get the draft order right now. We don't know what it is. Let's see. It's actually
Well,
gonna be what's up, Sean?
I mean, I think the people listening in the year 3000 would be more confused why you have a picture of a mostly naked man sitting behind you, and not why we're drafting this
This
thing.
guy is Muhammad
Are
Ali.
you
Look him
fingering
up.
his butt right now?
This guy is Muhammad Ali. Hey, Shahan, I don't know what you do with your thumbs in your free time, but I'm just pointing at this poster in the back. Muhammad Ali is a poster.
Yeah, way in the back.
Relax.
I hope that Muhammad Ali is known 3,000 years from now. He probably won't be, but
In the year 3000.
in the year 3000,
you guys
whatever.
are just trash. All
Same,
right.
same
Anyway.
order of
Up on the
magnitude.
poster so I can see it.
Oh man, this is wild. This is not what I wanted. Anyways, so we got the draft order. We'll start with 4 as usual. At 4 we have Dev picking. At 3 we've got Ryan. At 2 we've got Shahan. And first up is me. I really dislike this because I think I'm going to struggle at this draft. So just having that first pick, I feel like I might screw up and I'll miss everything good afterwards.
Well, I don't know. I think there's an obvious first pick.
I have not had a number 1 overall pick since we started doing this whole thing.
There's been like 3 episodes, guys.
Yeah, well, you got Shaq still with the 4th pick, so you might as well have had a number 2 pick.
You guys are bad at drafting. That's not my fault.
But not bad at winning the polls. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
All right, do you want to go over the results
right,
from
yeah.
the last poll, Ashish? You forgot to do that.
What's up?
You want to go over the results from the last poll?
No, I didn't want to because I didn't want to timestamp this episode. But
Gotcha. That's fine. We can do that.
no, but last episode, since it will drop real soon, we did the basketball players. We picked our top 5, post 2000, and me and Dev kind of tied up total on Instagram and Twitter. I won on Instagram by a couple of votes. Dev won on Twitter by a couple of votes. But overall, actually, I beat him by 1 vote overall. So I feel very good about myself. I don't know why I was saying is tie. You guys suck. I'm destroying this thing. Thank you guys so much. I took off my name and I still won. All right. So just showing what it is. Once again, Ryan did get 4th and Shahan did get 3rd. So just want to put that out there.
I talked to some of the people who voted for Ashish, and they said that because you had Steph and Kobe, they didn't even read the rest of it.
Yeah, see,
that
there you go.
Sounds right. And I'm sure a bunch of people that voted for Dev were just like, oh, LeBron. All right, that's a good start.
That's why, see, that's the extra strategy of putting LeBron at the point. He's the first name on the list.
See, Dev is out here grilling my voters out here, but I still feel good about it. Anyways, let's get this draft started. I really think I might screw this up. I'm a little worried, but you know what? I'm just gonna take pizza. All right.
Dang.
I really thought there's a couple of things I really liked that were up there in the top 4 for me, but frozen pizza, any kind of pizza during this isolation period is just so much comfort. I had to go to the store the other day. All the cheese pizzas were gone. I was very disappointed. That's all I eat really, but frozen pizza, so good. Red Baron's, Tony's Pizza, whatever it is.
Giorno.
Yeah, why not? Those little pizza bites, oh, fantastic. I feel so happy. I'm good for the rest of the isolation period. We'll go to number 2, which is Shahan.
Oh man, see, now I think that there's a lot more pressure on this pick because I think that number 1 was a little bit of a no-brainer. And look, there's a lot of factors to be taken into account with this draft, right? Because obviously you're going, you want to stock up on the junk food because like we're quarantined, right? Like we don't need to worry about like getting in shape or anything. Nobody's gonna judge you after you get out from your 2-month-long hiatus. Nobody's gonna care, right?
Summer bodies have been pushed back to 2021.
Exactly, with the Olympics, right? Right, and so, but at the same time, I mean, I don't know. There are healthy options that I think that would be interesting. I'm not gonna overthink it, okay? I'm gonna go with chips. Just chips across the board, okay? So Pringles are my personal favorite chips. Yeah, I mean, I think that obviously Cheetos counts along in that. Like, for me, you know what? Like, if you just want to sit down and snack, like, don't get me wrong, you're not getting a lot of health value, you're not getting very full off of it, but like, just to sit down with a bag of chips and be like, all right, everything's good, everything's all right. Like, I'm just sitting on the couch eating chips at home. I think that it's a really easy pick.
Yeah, no.
Especially with the amount of Netflix that's being watched and stuff. Like you're sitting on the couch is the activity now.
I mean, the go-to really is just like you're gaming, you're eating those Doritos. With potential future picks that Shahan has, he can team them up with the side dish or whatever chips. It's a very versatile pick, and you get all the chips. Like any chip you want is gone.
Exactly.
Shahan has it, and that's
Exactly.
fantastic. Okay, well, number 3, who do you got on the board? We've got Ryan. Yes, go ahead.
This guy right here.
Raisin Bran.
With the number 1 pick, we take Kashi.
Don't predict my picks. I'm surprised this one's on the board. But
Yeah.
I gotta take my good old friend, protein / granola bars.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, okay,
especially kind. This is delicious.
yeah.
Well,
I mean, that is very. I'm a little shocked.
Delicious protein,
well,
nuts, fiber,
Yeah.
different flavors, different tastes. It can last a whole quarantine.
for,
You're
for
sad.
the third draft in the row, we have Ryan in Ryan's universe, and the rest of us drafting in the same universe.
I didn't think it was possible. He was saying some things. He's like, I can't believe it's on here. I was a little worried, but he took something that I was gonna take like in the 4th pick, like with my 4th pick.
This
Granola
was a
bars,
undrafted free agent, man.
yeah. Granola bars, yeah, they're fantastic. You're right. They have fiber. They have protein. The kind bars, especially, they have different flavors and stuff. It's good, but I don't. The first thing I'd look for, and second of all, that's kind of expensive. Those kind bars are pretty expensive. Otherwise, I'd be eating them all the time.
What, you broke?
I'm just saying, for families,
Yeah, you ain't
they're
paying
looking for
rent.
stuff. They're not getting the like $8 per box granola bars out here.
You
And
ain't
pointing at
got
it
a
does not
mortgage.
help
You ain't
at
paying
all,
rent.
For the record, I got a box of 15 for $5.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's actually a good deal.
That's actually very nice. That was good.
Oh,
But still pretty trash.
Chocolate chunk.
well, all of us Browns have to appreciate a good deal, right?
Oh, man.
All right, and
And
someone
every
who can't win
ingredient
drafts.
in these bars
Dev,
are ingredients
go.
you know.
All right, so with I got 2 back-to-back picks here. I think the obvious one that we talked about it already. I gotta go cereal. Let me take cereal off the board. It's versatile because for me it's a breakfast and a dessert, so you can use it either way. It's also something you can just snack on like chips, depending on the cereal. Since we're getting them all, we get we'll take that. So I think cereal's a no-brainer pick for me. Especially because it's probably the thing I've eaten the most personally, other than pizza, through this quarantine. Now, with number 2, I kind of got a dilemma here because do I take the best available or do I play for the draft? Because I know, look, Ashish and Ryan aren't going to pick this, so it's really just me and Sean.
As usual.
as usual, but I think I'm going to go with burgers just because they're really easy to make. You can make them in a skillet. Like I still have access to my grill outside. So, I got 2 options there to make the burgers. It's really easy. And as far as like cooking on your own, there's nothing easier to cook on your own than a burger. And you don't even need patties. And the best part about burgers is they don't go bad, right? Like they're in the freezer, so you can have them for quite a while. Obviously, if you want some fresh burgers, they're going to taste better, so you can get fresh ones. But you can get frozen burgers; they taste pretty good, and they'll last you through the whole quarantine. Go shopping once.
Yep. No, that's a good point. I mean, I guess that includes veggie burgers too, which is something.
Yeah, all the burgers.
So
Yeah,
turkey burgers.
that includes veggie and turkey.
Yeah. So you
which
said not me and Ryan, but that does include veggie burgers, which is something I do eat. So that is a good pick. And you're right; they stay in the freezer; they're good forever. Pretty good pick. Ryan, you're back on board. What's up?
I can either go in my own world, or I can go what I think is going to be on the draft board. but it's a versatile option. I think I'm going to lean towards the one that's on the draft board. Since it's a versatile option, I'm going to take taco/burritos. Does that overlap? I don't know. I'm going to go with burrito.
You can go burrito / soft tacos, but I don't think a normal.
Like, what's your ingredient? Are you taking tortillas?
Yeah, what are you picking? Like, we're picking stuff you would go buy. You don't just go
Yeah.
buy tacos, right?
Are you getting frozen tacos?
Frozen burritos.
Are you
I'm
specifically
confused
going?
now. I take my pick off the board. I recant my pick.
All right, take the Ryan pick. Forget the
Ryan,
draft pick.
choose what
Take the
you
Ryan
want.
pick.
I recant my pick.
Because it wasn't allowed? Yes, go ahead. What is your pick?
I'm changing it. Greek yogurt.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's a good
We-
pick,
we
but that's so
need-
I
Ryan.
get all the
Chobani.
yogurts off the board.
Yeah, no, we've been eating like nothing but Chobani flips since we've been here. But the thing that's the little downside about it is that you have to restock pretty often, and they don't last. They're perishable. But I think it is a very strong pick.
Yeah.
I like Greek yogurt. I like the flavors. I like the protein. It's dairy. I need some dairy since cereal is already taken off. Can eat it in any meal of the day: breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert. And
Yeah,
it's healthy and
I
good for
appreciate
you.
what
you're
And
eating
it goes
yogurt
well
for
with
dinner?
protein bars.
You're just
You could, maybe he's talking about if you just get like plain yogurt, like that includes day,
he's
right?
dipping his granola bars in the yogurt. that's what he's got going on right
You
now.
can crumble it.
time.
You can
That's
crumble
a
it.
solid combo.
He's-
Crumble
yeah,
it.
no, it's great.
Granola and yogurt is a solid combo.
Yeah, he's just
Ryan is
breaking up his bars. And yeah,
Ryan is literally the Kellogg's commercial where it's like part of a balanced breakfast, and that's what he's making right now.
right, yeah. No, I mean they do go together, so that's a nice duo you got going there, Ryan. All right, well, Shahan, that puts you back up.
All right. Let's see. We're coming back around. You know what? We got to go back to childhood. We got to take it back to the good old days. We're gonna pick mac and cheese. Mac and cheese is off the board. Easiest pasta to make. I mean, obviously there are other pasta options, but there's nothing better than just getting a box of old Kraft mac and cheese. Just get the. What? What's the issue?
I don't know about your childhood. I didn't have crack mac and cheese.
Listen, man, why do you think it's so good? But you get the powder, you get the shells, or you get the noodles, whatever you want to get. I think that it's really good. It's super easy to make. Takes like no time at all. Takes very limited ingredients, and you got dinner for a night.
Yeah. And I think like Costco even has these new like frozen mac and cheeses. They're really good.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing too, because I mean, obviously the main one that we think of is like boxed mac and cheese, but if you really want to go and like get a frozen baked mac and cheese or something like that, I mean, there are a lot of solid options.
Yep. All right. Well, that's a pretty good option right there. Okay, that puts me back. I have two back-to-back picks. There's probably like four things I'm weighing right now on my mind. You know what? So with my second pick, I'm just gonna take something that I was gonna hold off for a little bit, but it's very unhealthy. People are depressed. They want to watch movies, whatever, get their mind off it. You know what they're eating? They're eating ice cream. I'm taking all the ice cream in the world. You're probably ending this quarantine period with like diabetes, probably, if you're eating it every single day. So don't do that. But all the ice cream, very tasty. You're feeling depressed. You're feeling lonely. You're probably going to go towards that way. So I feel very, very happy getting pizza and ice cream as my top two. Then with my third pick, I'm going to grab potatoes. I mean, potatoes are so versatile because you can have baked potatoes, which I personally love. You can have mashed potatoes as a side, and you can go with kind of make fries with them, put them in the oven, and I mean they're pretty good. Yeah, I mean it's probably not the best pick right there, but it's something I personally enjoy. You can use it in so many different ways, so I'll take potatoes.
Yeah, you're right. It wasn't a good pick. I agree.
Yeah, that's my exact thought. Like you summed it up perfectly.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I prefer it more than mac and cheese, but baked potatoes are like the greatest thing. They're like content,
I do
guys.
not have any
All right,
potato
you guys
flavors.
have horrible taste.
You can put
You guys
cheese
will
on
win
baked
draft
potatoes.
anyways because your opinions suck. So potatoes, third pick. Let's effing go.
You can put sour cream on baked potatoes.
Yeah.
It's
I'm trying to think of the last time I ate a baked potato, and I honestly got to have no clue.
Well, that's unfortunate. Your life is probably trash. So, anyways, you're back on board with your third pick. Give it to
You
us.
have plenty of potatoes, Sean, right? Don't you have chips? You
Yeah,
have plenty of
I do have
potatoes.
chips. Yeah. Okay. Huh. Where to go? Where to go now? I got a couple options. I think that I am leaning toward something sweet. Uh, so I considered ice cream hard with my last pick, but the big thing for me is one, it doesn't last that long, and two, like I don't like freezer space has been a big issue, right, with this quarantine. So for me, like that was a big consideration for me to find something that wasn't going to take up a lot of space in the freezer because it goes real quick, especially when you're getting a lot of frozen foods and stuff like that. Um, so next up, I'm going to go with cookies. So we've had a lot of Oreos since we've been here. Obviously, Girl Scout cookies have been a great one. We actually got some like cookie dough to bake last night. Those were really great. Again, something that's really easy to put together. And again, that's another food that's just so easy to snack on. It's so easy to just sit around and eat a couple of Oreos, eat a couple of cookies. I think that it adds a little bit of a different dimension versus, chips and mac and cheese. You kind of get that sweet flavor in there, and I'm happy with my pick.
It's my turn.
Yeah. If no one else has input about what Shahan just said,
Yeah.
it is your turn.
I think it's a good pick. I like what Sean said.
I mean, yeah, like you said, Oreos are really good, great cookies. You got Chips Ahoy in there, the soft ones, the hard ones. I mean, there's so many different kinds. They also have that Keebler's, like the Girl Scout cookies, like the other version, the Samoas. Their
Oh,
version is a little bit better
Oh.
too. Try the Keebler's one; it's mind blowing. But yeah, all the cookies,
Mind
very,
blowing.
very nice.
Okay, sure.
I'll have to try that one. I've never tried that.
And
Just
if your
try to-
mind is blown, then I get a point. So
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, it's a good pick.
Uh.
All right, Ryan, what do you got for us?
All right. So freezer space is an issue. So we're having to go back to the pantry and have to go back to that burrito taco pick. So I'm gonna go with the specific ingredients. See, I have a snack. I have a great snack, versatile snack, and the granola protein bars. I have a great sweet yogurt, Greek yogurt, healthy. But I need a meal. I need an actual substance to my selection. I don't have a true meal. So
Yeah.
I gotta go with something that, because I'm vegetarian, I utilize a bunch. You can store it in the pantry. You can cook it. You can go into so many different meals. Beans.
Oh, that's not where I thought he was going.
He's going with
I'm
the magical
surprised it
fruit.
took this long to go off the board, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm taking all the beans because I can make a nice lentil sloppy joe. I can make a nice refried beans with navy beans.
That's the first thing
I
that
can
you
use
said?
garbanzo
Lentil
beans.
I'm sorry.
Sloppy
Did you
Joe?
just hear what he said? Just that first thing he said probably got rid of beans. I don't even want beans anymore. He's making these mean lentil
What the heck is a
sloppy
lentil
joes out
sloppy
here.
Joe?
I can make a rice mixed with lentils.
No, that's what I thought you were gonna pick rice.
I can make hummus with garbanzo beans. Man, it's the versatility of the beans.
No,
Is that
you're
how you
Make a
make
good
hummus? I
burrito
actually
and
have no idea
taco
how
with
to make hummus.
beans,
Is that sad?
cheese and beans.
What's that?
It's like I have no idea how to make hummus. Like, what is in hummus?
chickpeas.
Olive
Chickpea-
oil,
chickpea beans?
Oh, yeah.
lemon juice.
It's a garbanzo bean, right? So
Yeah.
Gotcha.
no.
Why did you start with lentil sloppy joes instead of with tacos? Like why wasn't that the first
Dude,
place?
that's my
that
go-to. You
Lentil
put the
sloppy
lentils
Joe?
on
I've
like
never.
20, 30 minutes, put
Alright.
some barbecue sauce, and bam.
All right, Ryan. When I come over to visit, like we're gonna have some lentil sloppy joes. I want to try that. I've never heard of it, but I'll be down to try it.
And I'll probably never hear of it again.
I hope not to.
All right. Well,
Hold up, Dev. Like you, when I was debating potatoes, is between potatoes and beans. Both are like versatile to me. I eat both right now during this period a lot. I just sided with potatoes because I like baked potatoes more. But beans, they're canned, they're dry, they're fantastic. That's a good pick, Ryan.
No can.
Potato would have been there with
Can's
last
bad
pick.
for you.
all right. Where did we land on drinks? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, then I got two easy picks back to back here. I know exactly what I want, and we're gonna fill out my entire fridge with just my four things, my entire fridge and pantry. All right. With the third pick, I gotta go ramen. Now I know, like when most people think of ramen, they're thinking of your typical like top ramen, but like I think ramen also would extend to include like Maggi, basically instant noodles. So any kind of instant noodles that you're just throwing in a pot and you make, it's the easiest thing in the world to cook. It's not really cooking. I mean, and you got the flavor packets in there. They last forever, and they're taking up pantry space. They're keeping your freezer open for more and more burgers. So, and then the last thing. So I got two things in my pantry. I got one thing in my freezer slash fridge because you can get some burgers in your fridge too. And with my last pick, I got beer. Like what's better than beer right now? Like you chilling at home, you can't leave, you don't have to worry about your belly. You know, it's time to let go. You have a beer, relax on your couch and chill. So I'm pretty happy with my four picks there.
All right, yeah, that's interesting. I think beer and ramen probably go together really well at that time of the hour of the day. But yeah, all right. I thought you were going both liquids when you said you had those two picks locked in. So I was like, what? Ramen? He's drinking ramen? But I guess whatever. But no,
Yeah. Sorry, I should have clarified. I didn't know. I was
liquid.
thinking about my next pick.
no. I mean, you could drink the little, yeah, whatever. Those are good picks. Yeah, we'll go back to Ryan.
You know, you made a good point last round. I wasn't thinking about the shelf life of items. When you have canned items or things that last longer on shelves, that's not a good point to bring up when thinking about like ramen that lasts a long time. You can store ramen and have it available. Good. Same with mac and cheese, like the box mac and cheeses and stuff. They're a good shelf life. So my last pick, since I was told that tap water is not something you have to select, so I'm not selecting that. My last pick is going to be a little left field. But you know when you walk into the store and you go in the aisle and they have those...
No, I don't.
I don't know when you go into the aisle and they have the thing. Don't know what that is.
All right,
What is
well,
it?
because Ryan's laughing, I think
Veggie
he's about to
trays
lose
with
another
ranch.
draft.
Veggie trays, the ones with ranch and like a bunch of veggies.
That's the shortest shelf life available.
Yeah. Now, if
That's
you're
the
just
one
saying
I'm thinking.
veggies, like you could include steamed veggies there, like the frozen steamable veggies.
No,
That was
I'm
on my
saying
draft
the
board.
veggie trays out here though.
You
The ones
say
that come
the
with like
veggie trays.
the celery, they have the broccoli, carrots,
you
and
the
then that
peas.
little ranch dip on the side.
Yeah, the ranch dip. You got your broccoli, carrots, and peas, and celery.
Peas?
Yeah, they have
Yeah,
the split peas.
sugar south peas.
Peas, not
Well,
peas.
well, Ryan, you went 1 for 4 on items that were on my draft board. So, oh no, yogurt. You went 2 for 4.
Wait, what was the second one?
Oh, beans.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, well that's a interesting pick. I did like that. You did get veggies, which I mean, but you got ranch, so you can just dip everything in ranch and you'll be okay during this quarantine. Okay. Shahan, you're up. What do you got? Last pick.
I really thought that this might go earlier. To me, this is the ultimate quarantine food, right? Like, this is late night food. This is like hanging out. This is like, oh man, I'm just stuck in my place. It's time to eat. Mom, she made pizza rolls. Pizza rolls are my
I thought you drafted mom. I was like, damn, that's a good pick.
Mom made pizza
Mom-
rolls. Who doesn't know that thing? Come on.
I thought
Drafting my mother would be a good pick. Like, I should go back.
Ashish has pizza rolls.
No, he has pizza.
Pizza rolls, it's definitely different than pizza.
Definitely a different food.
Okay.
That's
No,
right.
Pizza rolls and Hot Pockets I would consider the same, but they're definitely different than pizza.
Yeah, so with pizza rolls, right, you're getting something, you can make them in any quantity, so you can sort of make exactly how many you want to do. It's so much better than having just something from your cupboard, right? Like obviously chips are great and cookies are great and all that sort of stuff, but you get something warm, you get something good, you get a lot of the flavor of pizza without having to heat an entire pizza and obviously eat an entire pizza. You can get them in giant bags. You can kind of put them in your freezer. They're the only freezer thing on my list. Look, I've eaten a whole bunch of pizza rolls since we got a bag the other day. I mean, they are really, really good, and you can have them at any time of the day or night. So for me, I just think that pizza roll is a no-brainer.
All right, well, that's pretty good. We're definitely going to highlight that clip where you're saying you grew up loving this and eating it, mom, and
and just cut it there. Like,
that was really disturbing for a second. But all right, I get it. Pizza rolls, that's a nice counter to mine. To be fair, you can get like the small individual pizzas. They're in the microwave.
I think those are included in the sheesh.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But he said you don't have to warm like the whole big pizza. You get
I
the
know,
little size
but an
pizza.
individual pizza
Yeah.
sucks a lot more than eating like a pizza roll, in my opinion. I think that they're very different effects.
Yeah, different effects, but not too hard to get an individual sized pizza and warm that up. So, all right, just putting that
Yeah,
out
but then you gotta eat like 3 of them and feel bad about yourself because you're so
I
hungry.
mean, you're quarantined for a couple of weeks. I don't really care about feeling bad. I'm just
I got
gonna
beer.
set
Like,
my
I'm already feeling bad about myself.
yeah, no, my picks are horrible. You got pizza and ice cream, like
No,
yeah.
I'm not saying that you feel horrible. I'm saying that if you have an individually packaged pizza and then you have to be like, I'm going back to the freezer for another one, you feel terrible about yourself. Like just making a big pizza and eating the whole thing, you're like, that was kind of dumb. But like you don't feel as bad as yourself as you do about opening up a second package of pizza and being like, I need another one of these.
I definitely feel that because I get those like White Castle sliders.
Yeah.
And they come in like the 2-pack, but like I usually want 4 if I'm eating them. So
Right.
then I feel bad about going back to the freezer to heat up a second one.
Right.
Like you feel worse about that.
No, psychologically, you're just like, oh my god, these are literally individually sized, and now I have to feel bad about eating more than an individual amount.
Yeah.
I never feel bad about eating vegetables. Fantastic. Especially with the ranch sometimes. Get the extra punch, extra flavor.
Well, you will last 3 days with that before they all go bad. So enjoy that time, I guess.
Considering he didn't draft, he said canned beans weren't on his board, but beans were. So
we offered some
very long at all.
like, no, that's okay. I just want a party tray.
It's okay. I don't know. I think Ryan might win this draft, maybe. Okay. Well, anyways, I'm gonna end this draft. There's a lot of things on the board I thought about. I wasn't sure where this draft was going, so I wrote down like 30 things. So right here, I was gonna take the PB&J because that is what I'm eating some of these days. That's kind of a classic, but you know what? I'm gonna counter out Dev's beer and take wine. People are feeling depressed. Wine, ice cream, TV. Let's get it going. At that position, 4th pick, I also thought about coffee because I'm drinking like twice a day right now. But wine, I think, whatever. If you run out of hand sanitizer, just put some on your hands. I don't know. I don't know if that works, but whatever.
It works if you have plus more than 80 proof vodka, I think.
Yeah,
right?
like you just need all the wine and just like get a tub in it and just whatever. But anyways,
not how alcohol by volume works.
Anyways, okay. No, Ryan, get that out of the camera. We don't need those granola bars. But yeah, I'm gonna end my draft with wine. People are depressed. Whatever. Have a nice time. Feel fuzzy inside. It is what it is. So yeah, there you go. Thanks. See, Dev is endorsing my pick. Okay.
And my pick.
Oh, there you go. Guinness. Yes, I love
Guinness. Non-draft Guinness sucks, man. I cannot get behind non-draft Guinness. It's just too dark.
It's way better on draft, but it's just a good dessert to me. So like sometimes I just want to chill, have a Guinness for dessert. I'm a sweet tooth, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah, dude, I took cookies. I know what it is.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's round out our draft. Well, just tell me what you guys drafted and try to hype it up and try to get the most votes. So Ryan, let's start with you and your healthy picks out here.
Granola bars, number 1. This is delicious, different flavors, nuts, good shelf life, sometimes pretty reasonably priced. Got yogurt for the refrigerator, Greek yogurt, different flavors, different tastes to be dessert, breakfast, versatility there. And then you got your beans, so many different meals you can make with that. Such substance, such protein, such flavor, depths of flavors. And lastly, vegetables, which you can add to the beans. And you can eat them raw. Some of them have longer shelf lives than others. You can use ranch with it, everybody's favorite, Hidden Valley. The combination, they all go hand in hand perfectly together. Well-balanced meal, especially for vegetarian like myself. Peace. Go kind bars. Be kind to yourself. Eat only ingredients you know how to pronounce.
I can read English. I know how to pronounce lots of words.
Okay, Ryan, thank you for that. I think that's very hyped up. I'm pretty interested in that. Those four you got here. All right, Shahan, you want to go next?
Sure. Don't sound too enthusiastic now while talking about kind bars.
I saw that, Ryan.
All right. Number one, I got chips. For me again, it's Pringles, but you get all different types. You get Cheetos, you get Doritos, you get the whole 9 yards. I mean, again, if you're gaming right now, which I'm sure almost everybody is, except for me because I don't have video games. I think that's the move.
You got a computer?
Yeah, I do. Never got into it, but anyway. Mac and cheese, my number 2 pick. I think out of the substantial meal options, it's one of the easiest. It has one of the longest shelf lives. It's one of the easiest to make. I think it just tastes phenomenal. It's something that's really easy to do, really easy to get. Doesn't take up too much cupboard space as well. Number 3, we got cookies. I mean, come on, cookies. Like that's the standard, man. That's the standard for great snack food. And number 4, we got pizza rolls. Pizza rolls, again, another one that you can eat as a meal if you really want to. Another one that you can eat at 3 a.m., which is when you're probably really eating it. Lots of pizza flavor, but, you get to kind of control your portion size. You get to, make it in the oven, make it in the microwave. You have lots of options. So chips, mac and cheese, cookies, and pizza rolls.
All right. Yeah, no, that's very good. I really like what you picked there. I think that's very good group you got there. A lot of people would probably choose that. Dev,
but they
why don't
won't.
you
I know how this works.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I think I got literally my top 4 on my draft board, so I'm happy. I got all the things that I eat on a daily basis. I got cereal for breakfast. I got burgers for lunch, ramen for dinner, and beer to finish it out. And as per usual, I got props with me. We got beers. We got more beer. And
Are you
excited.
okay, Dev? That's a lot of beer.
Yeah.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I've got cereal, burgers, ramen, beer. I think I got an easy win in this draft.
Yeah, I don't think you do. Let's go over mine real quick. Those are some good options. I don't know. You left milk on the board, so I wasn't sure if you're getting dry ass cereal or not. Still good. Cereal,
I mean, we're not drafting like everything, right? Like
you get that because I need milk to make mac and cheese. Like I think that you get milk.
All right, but in case you vote, you might not think that. So just leaving it out there. All right, well, we'll go over my 4 real quick. I feel really good at the number 1 position. I took pizza. So good any time of the day. It's breakfast, lunch, dinner, really. And you can have it cold or hot. Obviously you don't want it frozen. That doesn't make any sense. But after you warm it up, you can leave it out, still eat it.
Ready to eat right out of the box. Exactly.
I'm talking about
that's what Ashish is telling you.
Yeah. No. Okay. He took pizza rolls because my pizza was just too good. All right. Second pick overall, I got ice cream. Who doesn't want ice cream, man? All right. You got big gallons. You got little pints. You got Ben and Jerry's, Haagen-Dazs, everything you want.
Ice cream sandwiches.
Yes. Ice cream sandwiches. I don't even know if that was counted. I was just taking like the gallons, but yeah, why not? You feel depressed during this period. It's okay. It's understandable. Just eat some ice cream. Feel better about yourself. It's so.
You get Shahan's pick for free. You get ice cream sandwiches.
Ben and Jerry's actually just dropped out Netflix and Chilled, which is a new flavor. So perfect timing for that. Personal favorite is American Dream. Okay, third pick, I took potatoes. I figured I needed some actual decent food out here. I'm a huge fan of baked potatoes. You can have mashed potatoes. I just think it's a decent option. Probably should have taken beans thinking about it, but it's okay. Whatever. We all need a crappy pick out there. I looked at the rest of the draft. I felt good about myself. And fourth, I chose wine. Like I said, you're pretty lonely during this period. You're watching TV, movies. Why not drink a glass, feel warm and fuzzy inside, and feel good about yourself? Or you could just like put it in your bathtub like Amari Stoudemire, take a nice little bath, feel refreshed about yourself. Supposedly it works. We'll see.
Man, I gotta say, man, my board is much happier, I feel like, than the rest of yours. All of you sound very sad, honestly. Like, for me, mine is high school food. Mine is like high school and like early college food. Your guys is like, man, things are bad out here. Oh my god.
What's more college than ramen and beer?
Yeah, ramen's a solid one. I don't know. The way Ashish and you are talking about your boards, there's a lot happening.
This is during the quarantine period. Who's out here jolly as fudge and eating mac and cheese? Like, oh yeah, today's a great day. No, things are kind of desperate. People are feeling lonely. They're kind of depressed. So eat these foods. Eat my foods. You'll feel better for at least a little bit. and it'll be okay. All right, guys.
Speaking of the quarantine, can we just give a shout out to Shahan for coughing into his little elbow there, like doing the proper cough.
But yeah, thank you, Shahan.
I just want to say though, all my picks are health conscious picks that can help elevate and boost your mood while staying physically healthy during this quarantine period.
Hey,
this is an important thing to keep.
And anyone who knows Ryan knows he's almost always in a good mood, so it's clearly working for him.
Yeah, that is very true. If you're trying to work out, get fit, eat Ryan's foods, and you'll be good to go. Was there anything, like one item that just popped in your mind and you're like, I can't believe that wasn't taken?
Rice. For me.
Rice
And dal. Honestly, both of those were on my board because again, they're in the beans category. I mean, I was surprised that beans lasted as long as they did, honestly. But for me, rice and dal, like those are just two staples. Like you can eat them with a whole lot of other stuff too. Like anything else that you buy, basically you can eat with rice, especially. I didn't necessarily expect it to be taken, but it's one that I think probably would have been a good pick.
Yeah, rice was honestly so I didn't know if I could go with beer or not. So rice was gonna be my pick if I couldn't go with beer.
No, that's very true. And like Sean was saying, with beans you could do rice. With dal, lentils, you got rice. Rice is so you can use it for everything really.
And those quinoa and brown rice packets. Those are amazing.
Yeah, that's true. I was surprised Ryan didn't take quinoa, actually. But I think for me, I mean, there's some drinks, Gatorade, whatever. Milk. I didn't feel like anyone was drinking milk for a meal or out of the blue. But chocolate milk, strawberry milk, whatever. And I was going to take protein powder, actually. I feel like with water, with milk. I mean, it's easy. It's an easy thing. It wasn't going to win anything in the draft. But literally speaking, if you had protein powder, you can mix it with water or milk. You got yourself a little meal.
I mean, Soylent was considered by me, so I have Soylent every day pretty much. So,
and I think dry nuts would be a decent snack option, but it wasn't chosen. Anyways, it is what it is.
Hold on.
What's up, Ryan? Yeah, go ahead.
Dry nuts was on my draft board, just FYI.
What about hot sauce?
But I think I was surprised peanut butter and jelly or nut butters wasn't taken, because that's a good option to have when you're in your cupboard, to have. And I wasn't going to take quinoa because that one you have to cook right or it tastes kind of soapy. And I tried to cook it once and it just tasted really soapy. I can't get past the taste right now.
And the other thing too with quinoa is that even if you taste it right, if you make it right, it still tastes bad. So
yeah.
I definitely agree with that statement. Anyways, that's a good point. Guys.
That was good.
Gosh, I was gonna say something, but that just threw me off. Anyways, let's.
Sorry, I got one more beer for the.
Okay. All right. Yep. Great. Fantastic. If you're an alcoholic, just go with Dev. He's clearly going through something during this quarantine period. We'll check on with him later on. But that wraps up another great episode of the Ashish and Friends podcast. You can vote who drafted the best, ask us questions, give us segment ideas. You can do that on Twitter at Ashish and Pals, on Instagram, Ashish and Friends, or at ashishandfriends.com. We appreciate all the support and participation we're getting, and thank you so much for listening. Until next time, we're out.